Hello and welcome students. Today we are going to learn about the characteristics of algae. Here we discuss about the definition of algae. So different definition is mentioned in different books. So the definition of algae is they are thallophytes which have chlorophyll as their primary photosynthetic pigment and lack a sterile covering of cell around the reproductive cells. That means they are thallophytes. So thallophyte means what? They do not having a well developed root, stem and leaves, but they having the chlorophyll. Due to that, the photosynthesis processes takes place. Then they are divided by the both means, that is sexual method and by the asexual methods. So this is the definition of algae. Then regarding size of algae, the size of algae is varies depending on the different species. They varies from 0.5 micron to 700 feet, giant kelps in length. Mostly 0.5 to 2 micron, the normal range of the algal size. Next one, then the thallus organization. So as we know that thallus means what? The well developed algae without root, stem and leaves. So the plant body which is made up of, they are unicellular or collineal or conobial or filamentous or dendroid. That means in case of unicellular, the algae they having motile or non-motile in structure depending on presence or absence of flagella. Then colonial means what? When the group of algal species that are united together, so this is called as an collinear or conobial arrangement. Filamentous means what? The branched, mostly the branched algae. And dendroid means what? The tree-like algae. So let us see one by one. Here unicellular. So here the example is given here. In case of that, a motile flagellated algae is present. For example, Chlamydomonas. They having the flagella, and due to that flagella, they make their movement. The second one is non-motile algae. That is, for example, cholera. They do not having the motility. Next one is colonial. So the cells of algae that are united or grouped, and then it is called as an colonies. For example, Pediastrum and Volvex. Then conobial algae. So conobial means what? It is a colony with fixed number of cells. Here the one colony is mentioned in picture, and in that the number of cells are present. For example, 16 cells in Pendorina and 32 cells in Indorina. So this is that arrangement is called as an conobial algae. Next one is filamentous. So filamentous type of algae, they are multicellular. It may be a simple or unbranched. For example, Elothrix and Spirogyra. Sometimes it may be a branched, they having two types. That is the true branching and false branching. For example, in case of true branching, the Syntonema, and in case of false branching, that is Cladospora. So true branching means what? The actual branch is made after the connection of two algal cells. And in case of false branching, there is not an actual connection with each other of that algal species. For example, Cladospora. Next one is dendroid. So as we mentioned earlier, dendroid means the tree-like algae is present. For example, the Prasinocladus. Next, the structure of algal cells. If the algae, some of the algae are prokaryotic in nature. That means, for example, BGA, that is called as an cyanobacteria, is called as an prokaryotic in nature. So that due to that, if the BGA is a prokaryotic in nature, so some characteristic is present within that. For example, the cell wall of BGA is the cell wall of BGA is made up of mucopeptide. Then The DNA material are concentrated in center and nuclear membrane is absent in case of VGA. Then all the cellular materials like chloroplast, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, plastids, endoplasmic reticulum that are absent in the VGA. Then ribosomes are present and nuclear division does not take place by the mitosis in case of prokaryotic cell of BGA, that is algae. And if the algae that are eukaryotic in nature here, so all the cellular materials are well developed and present in case of eukaryotic cells. Next one, algal pigments. So as we know that color of algae varies due to the presence of a chemical present in algae. So it is called as a pigment. So photosynthetic pigment in algae are three types. So first one is called as an chlorophyll, second one is called as carotenoids, and third one is called as an phycobilins or bioloproteins. So chlorophyll, as we know that due to the presence of chlorophyll, they are having a green in color, and they are common in number of species of algae. So chlorophyll B, C, D, and E having a restricted distribution. Next one, the carotenoids. So that carotenoids are the fat soluble and yellow colored pigments. They are subdivided into the carotenes and xanthophyls. So there may be 20 xanthophyls so far known. That means at least 20 species of that xanthophyls has been known. Then carotenes are of 5 types: alpha, beta, gamma, lycopene, and the E carotene is at least the present or known carotenes. Then phycobilins. So phycobilins includes the red colored phycoerythrin and blue colored phycocyanin. They are present in member of Cyanophyceae and Rhodophyceae family. Next one, as we know that flagella. So some of the species of algae, they possess the flagella. So some of the flagella, they are hyaline and they emerge of the cytoplasm. So sometimes the single anterior flagella is present, sometimes the flagella is present in pairs, and sometimes both the flagella which is present, which is equal in length or sometimes unequal in length. So if the flagella which is attached to the algal species, if they having equal in length, then it is called as an isocont, and if it is different in length, then it is called as an heterocont. Next one is nutrition. Regarding the nutrition of algae, they are autotrophic. That means they possess chlorophyll, and due to that they manufacture their own food with the help of photosynthesis process. Then food reservoirs. So the food accumulates, or the algae, that food accumulates in the form of polysaccharides, in the form of starch. And last one is there, next one, that is mannitol is the also another reserve food for the red algae, or it is also called as an Rhodophycophyta. Regarding the reproduction of algae, there are two types of reproduction takes place in case of algae, that is sexual and asexual reproduction. In case of sexual reproduction, the fusion of two specialized cells takes place, and if the two identical gametes that are fused with each other, so it is called as an isogamous reproduction, and the resultant product is obtained called as an zygotes. And sometimes two dissimilar gametes that are fused with each other, so it is called as an heterogamous sexual reproduction. So here sexual reproduction. So in brief, if you discuss about in short, so let us we see the summary of that algal. As we know that algal species most are eukaryotic in nature. They do not having the roots, stem, and leaves. That is called as the thallus. Next one, some of the algae are multicellular. For example, giant kelp, they are unicellular. Unicellular algae occurs most frequently in water, especially in plankton, mostly in aquatic field. Next one is habitat. So as we know that algae are usually present in water, mostly in aquatic in nature. Sometimes they are present in fresh water, marine water, and some of the algae are terrestrial in nature. So in addition to water, algae are occurs in moist soil or on the surface of moist rocks and wood. That means where the moist condition is available at that place, there is a chances of growth of algae. So algae live in association with fungi. When the algae that are live in association with fungi is called as an lichens. So as we discussed it about nutrition, as they possess chlorophyll, so through the photosynthetic process, they manufacture their own food. And regarding food storage, they are stored or algae they are stored the food in the form of starch or polysaccharides, as we discussed in previous slide. Then we also discuss about the reproduction methods. They are reproduced by the vegetative means, sexual spores, or by the sexual methods. So this is all about the characteristics of algae. So if you have any difficulty in this topic, so you can ask. Thank you.